Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining me. It's Kelly here with some more inspirational instruction in card making. My blog is rosiescrapper.com where you can find out information. But today I'm going to do a simple card with you, and I'm hoping that this will inspire you to get stamping right now. As a matter of fact, if you want to pause me, go grab one color, one stamp set of your choice. It doesn't even matter if the color and the stamp seem to go together. I'm going to show you why in a little bit. And a card base, and then a piece of good stamping paper cut to 2.5 by 3 3/4. 2.5 by 3 3/4. And let's go ahead and get started. If you are joining me live, I'd love for you to say hello and let me know that you're there, and we can chat as I go. But I'm going to start stamping with this Plentiful Plants stamp set and Just Jade. Like I said, one stamp set and one ink color. Okay, 2 ink colors because I am going to use black for my greeting. So I'm going to take out of this stamp set the pot and the larger leaf and then the thank you, because I need some thank you cards. And the reason why I think that this card is inspirational is because of this very simple design that you can do with any stamp set. So if you just pick something that you love, then this design is going to work for you. So let's grab some acrylic blocks to put these beauties on. So just pick something that you really like. And then the color, just a little advice on the color. If you pick a lighter color that you could stamp on top of with the black, and the black is still going to stand out, that's going to be best. Or if you do pick a darker color, that's fine. What you can do to make it a lighter shade is stamp off before you stamp your stamped panel. Okay. All right, so I've got all of my stamps mounted on the acrylic blocks. These are photopolymer, so I am going to be using the foam pad. I think I got that. All right. So, like I said, 2.5 by 3 3/4. And this particular dimension doesn't, there's nothing special about it. You could choose whatever dimension you wanted, but I think that this one really works nicely. So I'm opening up my Just Jade, and I'm going to start with my pot, and I'm going to try to get my pot right in the center so that basically my whole stamped image is in the center. And then I can, because this is photopolymer, I can see exactly where I'm going with that. So then just stamping my leaves right on top. Now, so you might feel a little pressured, when stamping with this stamp set to have 2 different colors, one for the pot. But my point with today's design is that you don't have to have a lot of colors to make this work. Now, I think that you could stamp the thank you right on top, especially with this type of stamp set, because it has that shading in it. But I am going to use black, and if you don't have black, then definitely black is something that you want to get rather soon. I use Memento Tuxedo Black, and there's that beautiful thank you, and that script. Isn't that pretty? All right, so that is our centerpiece. That is our focal point. And so now at this point, we can just layer that up on some more basic white. And we could add that, we could put that up on dimensionals. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and finish that and put that panel up on some dimensionals. Really simple, really beautiful. You could mass produce a lot of cards, and no one's going to know that you can do super, super fancy cards also. I mean, they might know, but they might appreciate seeing a really simple card too. Okay, so there's the first one. What do you think? So let's go ahead and do another stamped panel just like that. because my goal today is to inspire you to stamp a card. Stamp and make a card today. Now, I'm not saying you have to mail it today or even tomorrow. Just make a card today. Make something beautiful that makes you happy, makes you feel good, that you can send a picture of to somebody, post your creation on Rosie's Scrapper Stampers and let people tell you how beautiful it is. Anything like that. Okay, so now I have my second one done. Let's see what we could do if we had the matching paper. Okay, so that also looks really good just like that. But I'm going to show you how to step this up just one simple way with using just the supplies that you have out, your ink and your stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to hold this kind of at an angle, so kind of like, let's see, about like this. Can you see that? Yeah, about like that. And I'm going to go down half of the card, and then I'm going to turn the card around and come down the other half. Okay, and I missed it a little bit there, so I'm going to try and go over it. There. And if you want to make it look more stripy, you can do some on the edges like that. Okay, so that's it for that. And then I'm going to take this leaf image again. So whatever image you decided to stamp with. Hi, Martha. Maine. What are you doing in Maine? That's so cool. I've never been to Maine. All right, so I'm going to take this leaf image that I just finished using. And so I would encourage you, whatever stamp set you choose to do this with today, that you grab whatever stamp set you grab. Then we're just going to take a little portion of that image and do the edges. If you've watched very many of my videos, you've seen me do this technique before, but I think it's just such a easy technique, and only using the minimal supplies that you took out to make this card. And then this can go on dimensionals again. Let's see. Can I find those dimensionals? Yeah. There we go. And then, of course, you would want to put a panel on the inside. And you could stamp that. You could repeat that image on the inside and on your envelope as well. Okay. So let's see. See those side by side. All right. So let's take a look at another option. So let me stamp another one of those. So just stamping your favorite image right in the center of that panel. You could also probably just go into your stash of discarded pieces of white and use whatever little triangles you have left over and finding images to fit in those triangles. Great way to use up scraps and get some beautiful stamping done. And then right on top of it. And so that's, I am hoping that I'm inspiring you to, first of all, stamp on top of things. So it's fine for you to stamp your greeting right on top of your beautiful image. And then also not to feel pressured to use multiple colors. Oh, that's nice. Oh, lovely that you are on vacation. Thanks, Martha. I hope you'll try it sometime. So I have a question for you, Martha and Bobby. Are you guys going to be eating lobster up there? All right. So with the coordinating ink and the coordinating paper, you could also incorporate some of your coordinating designer series paper. Okay. And then that could go on there. This is cut to 4 by 5 1/4. So again, keeping that really, really simple, but hopefully I've inspired you to create something today with just a single stamp set and one single color. And then of course, if it inspires you to take out all the colors and all the stamp sets, that's wonderful too. Okay, and then that right on there like that. So add this. And then I have a couple of examples to show you with other stamp sets and other colors. And you'll see what I meant by the colors not needing to coordinate with your set. Okay. There we go. By the way, if you're interested, this is Just Jade ink that I've used and Just Jade paper. Okay, so let's take a look at those three together. So there's this one with the designer series paper, this one with the swiping and stamping background, and then this one that is just white on white. So you could take it further, right? You could get a little more creative if you don't feel like, you know, stopping there. I wanted to show you some other cards and I'm having trouble finding them. Here they are. So here's the other side of that paper. Okay, that same image. The back of this was this brick pattern. And then this one is just layered up on a piece of black with some black sparkly ribbon. And then here are some examples with Fresh Freesia. So I used Fresh Freesia ink, used the exact same images, changed my greeting, but see what I mean about the colors? It doesn't have to be a green plant. Just you can use your favorite color and it still makes a beautiful card. And then here's another image out of the same stamp set. So that image is in the same set. Here is another one that I did with a different stamp set and a different color. This is Pale Papaya. And I just wanted to share that another way you could dress up your card is with a panel of textured background and then layering that up. Okay. So I hope that you have been inspired to do some stamping today. And I would love to see your creations. If you at least give a try on, you know, some type of project that uses just one color and one stamp set. Let's see. Try menu item. Lobster roll. Okay. All right. So yes, I know. I prefer California spiny, although I've never been in Maine to eat lobster, so I might feel differently once I get there. But we're kind of particular to the Pacific spiny. Maybe not just as much for its taste as the nostalgia that it brings us and the people that it makes us think of, right? All right, so you guys, thanks so much for joining me. If you are watching on the replay, I'd still love for you to say hello. Let me know which one of these was your favorite. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I would really love to see how I have inspired you to do some simple stamping with one color and one stamp set today. And until later, I hope that you will subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Also, feel free to share. Thanks, guys. Bye.